Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show live here on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. If you would like to get involved this morning and say hello, then do so. The command to give to your device if you are watching us on an Echo show. I can see that me and Allyson have coordinated outfits this morning. Both wearing the colour red. But if you can see us, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Within reason, it's a breakfast show, keep it clean. Or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone and get involved with the show that way. If you're listening on an audio-only Echo, that's backchannel.tv. Drop us a line, say hello. Otherwise, it's just two tired women talking. We're up early because we're doing this show, but let us know why you are up at this hour. We are here until 8 a.m. this morning. My name is Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson June Smith.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Allyson is still at home in Canada at the moment. What time is it there, Ali?
It is right now 4:01 a.m., everyone.
You can tell Allyson is really early because Alyson's just on the point of snapping. Do you know that Michael Douglas in the film Falling Down, if anyone's seen it? It's just that moment just before he snaps where he's in the car.
They really get a kick out of our early morning because we have a little meeting before we come on air, and they can tell I'm tired because I say things I normally wouldn't say.
Yeah. Alyson's usually the most calm, placid person. And she's like, really? Is that what you think?
What do you think about this, Allyson? I'll tell you what I think. I got no filters. I'm still sleeping in my mind. It's very exciting.
So Allyson is very tired. I'm based in the UK at the minute, so it's slightly we've had a little bit of a lie-in compared to you, Allyson, but let's not rub that in because we don't want to make you angry. No. This morning, it's January the 3rd. We're the first show on Backchannel of the new year. Hooray us.
This is it. We're the OGs. We started Backchannel. We're the first in the new year. It's very exciting for us.
It is exciting. And have you started any resolutions this January? Because obviously the 1st of January was a weekend, so you can't start any New Year's resolutions on a weekend.
No.
But you're starting any today, this Monday?
Do you know, I was thinking about what will be my resolution this year. And I think I haven't started it yet because I'm not in my own home. But I think my resolution this year will be to try one new recipe a week. I think that's going to be my new resolution. Try to cook something different once a week. Not the same 5 rotation meals. So that's going to be my resolution, everyone.
That's
I'm pretty excited.
Plan. That's a pretty good resolution. I think that.
It's achievable. It's achievable, which is what I think a resolution should be. Achievable. Don't start doing unachievable things because then you just start off the year with a fail. Let's be honest, Go into it achievable. What about you, Hayley?
Well, speaking of unachievable, I was sort of Googling gyms last night and I was looking at which is the cheapest.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me stop you there. Yeah, go on.
I've bought new trainers ready. So I bought gym trainers. So I'm like, right, I'm definitely going to start going to the gym. And then I was looking at my calendar. I was like, I don't know when I can go.
I'm really busy.
I'm really busy. I don't know when I can fit in a workout. So let's see how that works out. But yes, that's my aim. I aim to try and get rid of one of these chins. If you're watching on an Echo show, hopefully by April, there'll be a different version of me on the screen. We'll see. But I tell you what, Allyson, it's some celebrities' birthdays today. I know. January the 3rd, Greta Thunberg is 19. She's achieved
that was
so
exciting. Much. That was exciting. So in some places, she's old enough to drink. I think once she's 21, we're losing all of her environmental work. Once she's 21, that's when she's just going to fly and be her own person. We'll be like, she's going to be drunk for a few years. So the world is back in we have to take care of it for a little bit because she just turned 21 and needs to party. So she's getting closer. But happy birthday, Greta. You've done wonderful things.
Yeah, thank you for all that you have done. And it also makes me feel inadequate. Mel Gibson is 66 today. Moving on. Michael Schumacher is 53 today. Happy birthday to you all. We hope you have a wonderful day. And also today on the 3rd of January, it's Thank God It's Monday Day. Apparently it's a national day celebrated every first Monday in January. And it's about rewiring our minds to have a positive attitude about the most hated day of the week. Because Monday, a lot of people don't like it. There's been songs about how people hate it.
Yeah, rainy days and Mondays.
Yeah, thank God. Though it's Monday, so that's National Day today. Also in the USA, it's Festival of Sleep, something that you'd like to take part in now, Allyson.
Oh, God, I know. Look, those are mixed messages. Thanks God, thank God it's Monday, but it's also Festival of Sleep Day. Yeah, I would love to be a part of the Festival of Sleep. That sounds like an amazing festival. I imagine it to be a lot of pillows and cushions and
Oh,
just
pillows. Just speaking of pillows, and you can tell I'm of a certain age now. My partner, as one of my Christmas presents, it was a new pillow for my neck. And do you know what? I couldn't have been happier. If you would have given me a pillow in my 20s, I would have been like, what is this? And now I'm like, oh, does it support the lumbar spine?
Is it one of those that has the dip in the middle? So
It
your
is,
head.
Allyson. It
See, I
is.
tried using those and I didn't, but I know it's supposed to help. It is supposed to be better for your neck.
So we're talking the big questions here on the Hayley and Allyson show until 8 a.m. If you're listening and you have any recommendations for pillows, get in touch.
Let us know.
Also, Allyson, did you know on this day in history, on this very day, but in 1959, Alaska became the 49th US state even. How old were you then back in 1959?
1959, I would have been a young 27. Life ahead of me, so many dreams unfulfilled.
So many dreams. I'm trying to drink out of a straw very right. So this morning, new year, new me. I thought I'll whiten my teeth, give my teeth a little whiten. And then producer Will, which we'll get him on in a moment, was like, oh, you're probably best drinking a coffee out of a straw and then so you don't get any teeth. But the only straw I could find was my child's.
Was a curly straw.
It was my child's curly straw from one of her beakers. And it's really hard to drink subtly on air with this. So maybe that's got to go. Producer Will is with us all morning until 8 a.m. Hi, Producer Will. He's the voice of youth on the show. Bet you he doesn't have a lumbar pillow support.
No, I don't actually. All of my pillows.
Where did you sleep New Year's Eve?
Yeah. A place that's good for your lumbar.
Yeah, no, it was the kitchen floor.
Kitchen floor.
I got home, I just took a brief nap on the kitchen floor.
Little break, yeah.
And then my housemate woke me up and I cooked pizza.
See, because Will's in his 20s, he can sleep on the kitchen floor and that not affect him, whereas me and Allyson would be out of action for at least 6 months, whiplash to be a claim coming the kitchen floor's way. There you go. And nice New Year. You had a very civilized New Year, apart from the kitchen floor.
But yeah, it got a little bit as the kind of night went on. But yeah, very nice. One of my friends made a homemade lasagna for us, so we had dinner, and then we went out to a bar nearby, which was very nice. And it's nice because their apartment's quite high up. They live on like the whatever floor of their apartment building, so you can see all the fireworks going off across town.
Oh, that's
very civilized,
nice.
very cute. I looked well hot in like a black shirt and like these nice pants. It was good.
Yeah. Modesty going into 2022 still, Will, I see.
I'm working on it. It's one of my it's going to be one of my resolutions for 22.
To be more modest.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'll do it because I'm so amazing. So
hey,
we'll be able to manage it.
Producer Will. Thanks, Producer Will. He's with us until 8 a.m. Allyson, I didn't even ask. You had, because I tell you why I didn't ask, because I was at home with Corona, so I couldn't do anything New Year's. So I don't want to hear about everyone else's fun, really. But come on, what did you do?
Honestly, Hayley, it was the best New Year's of my life. Here's what I did. Are you ready? Here's the best New Year's of my life. Okay. I went over to my best friend's house and we ordered pizza and I took a nap and then I made it till 12:35 and then I went to bed. But what was really why it was the most amazing New Year's is because Hayley and I are both stand-up comedians and we usually work every New Year's, right? So I haven't had a New Year's. I mean, I think it's been 15 years since I've sat on a couch for New Year's. I stayed in my pajamas. Like I showed up at my friend's place at 5. I put on my pajamas and I just stayed in my pajamas until the 2nd. I stayed there all of the 1st. Well, I did nothing. So it was, to me, that was the best New Year's I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah.
Do you know when you said, I had a nap, I was really like, oh, that sounds nice.
I know. I took a nap at 7 so I could make it to midnight because that's who I am now.
Listen, if you're under the age of 30 watching this show now, you're like, what is this? What I tuned into? But listen, we need a nap. We need a nap. At New Year's Eve, obviously, I'm free today, by the way. So I've had Corona. I'm out of isolation today, officially. Served my time.
And you've tested. You're good. You're all good. You're clear.
I'm all good. Two negative tests. Also done 10 days in isolation. So yeah, today. It's going to be like that scene in Shawshank. I'm going to leave. I'm going to be like, oh, finally. The rain's going to come down. I mean, I don't know why I left in a sewer, but that's what I'm doing. So
and you're going to get so excited by any activity you do today that you're going to come home and you're going to be like, I'm exhausted. I went to the store. I spoke to 5 people. It's too much. It's too much.
It's too much. But yeah, so a day of freedom today. So that's exciting as well.
Oh, yeah, what are you going to do? Do you have any plans for today?
What am I going to do? I'm going to go and see my mother because the whole of Christmas, because I had corona, I wasn't able to see her.
Nice.
So I'm going to go and see her today. Finally,
I'm sure she really wants to see her grandchild.
Yeah, I mean, I say see her, mainly going to get the Christmas presents that I never got.
Yeah, and give her your baby so you can maybe fall asleep in the chair for 20 minutes.
That sounds like a really good plan, doesn't it? No, you go and have a play with your granddaughter. I'm just going to go lay on your bed like Goldilocks. Just going to try out all the beds in my mum's house like Goldilocks. But there you go. We're here till 8 a.m. We've got a fun packed show today. So if you are listening, stick around. We've got shows here all day on Backchannel, all day. So after ourselves here, Liv Harrison is here 8 till 10 a.m. with her show Live Every Day. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. And at 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with his show Your Pal Hal. So stick around. We've got shows there throughout the day that you can get involved with. Like I say, the way to get involved is 2 ways. If you're watching us on an Echo show, all you need to do is to give your device a command, which is the word say. Say followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved with the show that way. It's dead easy. But coming up in the next hour on the show, Allyson, do the background jingle. Coming up in the show today, we're going to be looking at the news stories from around the world and read out the funniest ones that have caught our attention. We're going to be doing the 1-star movie review game where we take a movie that's been panned by people online. They've all give it 1 star, but what is the film? We'd love you to guess. We're going to be doing our agony aunt section very shortly, where if you have a problem you'd like us to solve, then do get in touch and we'll try our very best not to ruin your lives. And as always, on the Hayley and Allyson show, we end the day with a game of true or false. It's competitive because I make it that way. That's all coming up in the next hour of the show. Will, play the jingle.
We got a jingle, everyone.
We've got a jingle, which is Allison's mum kindly record us a jingle where halfway through the jingle she forgot that it was producer Will and she was going to say professor. And, Will's kindly made it into a jingle for us. Are you able to play the jingle, Will?
Yes.
Ooh, the voice of Will. Here we go.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
Love it so much. That's Allison's mum there, Vicky, very kindly did the jingle. Halfway through, she forgot what she was saying. That's the kind of concept we have on the show.
I should have caught her on the 3rd glass of wine. Mum, I need you to, talk into this thing.
That's what we should do on the game, right? When it's about, because Allison's parents stay up very, very late. They go to bed very late. So you should catch them after a bottle of wine and then get them to say things, and then maybe we could play a guessing game there. What is Vicky talking about?
Who or what is Vicky talking about? Yeah.
Who's in the garden, Allyson? It's Dad.
I also saw Hayley. I don't mean to cut it off. Did you get your mug? You have a mug now.
Yes, I have an official The Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will mug. Got them made online. It's already got a coffee stain on it, which you love to see. If you are watching an Echo show, that's the kind of gold you're missing out on.
It looks so good. As soon as you brought up the mug, I was like, she's got the mug. I don't have mine because I'm in Canada, but I cannot wait to be back and drinking out of that mug so we can match.
Allison's staying in her parents' basement, and every day she shows us a new 80s delight she's found. And today she sent us a picture of her 80s. Do they still use this Hoover, by the way?
No, they don't use it, but they won't get rid of it. So it's it almost looks like a globe, like it's blue and it's round. It's it's from the 70s. This was our main Hoover for many years. And this is the thing, I think my dad, objects have emotional meaning to them. So even if you can't use them anymore, he's still like, Was that Will? Will, we
that
just heard you in the
I don't think you turned your
background.
mic off, Will, and we all of a sudden heard you sigh. I mean, it's not what you want to hear, is it? Your producer's sighing. They're still talking.
Are they talking about that Hoover again?
Let me tell you
Vacuum
this, by the
cleaner.
way. So myself and Allyson were stand-up comedians in the UK, and there's a comedy club. I won't say which one it is. And every now and again, you hear the sound guy. There's someone on stage who he doesn't like. You'll hear him just go,
Because he forgets to turn off the
he
mic.
forgets to turn off the mic. And sometimes you'll hear him eating. So you'll be on stage and it'll be a little bit quiet. And then you'll just hear him eating crisps. And you're like trying to do a set and you can hear someone chomping into a kettle crisp, not even a quiet crisp.
No, exactly.
kettle
You're like,
chip.
I know that's a kettle. I know that's a kettle crisp because
It's so
it's louder
loud.
than me, Colin. Eat some
Producer Will.
soft food while you're up there, for crying out loud. Oh, you need to eat crackers right now? You need your cracker feed? Yeah.
He's right above your head as well, this sound guy. So you come off stage covered in kettle chips on your shoulders. Producer Will has said he was singing the jingle. Apologies for that. He said it wasn't a sigh. We know better. We're not daft, Will.
We love you.
But
Producer Will.
we've got loads coming up today. And now it is time for our agony auntie section. So if you have a problem such as a producer sighing very loudly during your show, and you don't know how to bring it up.
You created the content, Will. No, I'm kidding.
Your show, then get in touch. Listen, Allyson, let's do a little disclaimer here. We say that we're going to solve your problems, but let's give it a bit of perspective.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, we are not professionally trained therapists. We are not professionally trained therapists. We have no education in this. But what we are two people who, we're four ears. We're two sets of ears. We just want to listen. We appreciate that you share your problems. We want to talk about them, maybe provide some options of possible solutions, maybe just talk about things, maybe make you feel a bit better. We also like listeners, if you've been through a situation that you hear here, please let our writer-inners, that's what I was going to say. Good morning. The people who have shared their issues with us. If you think you have some solutions for them, please let us know. Just Hayley's been telling you, it's very easy. All you got to do is say to your device the word say, and then give us your answer, or go to backchannel.tv and type in the answer. But yeah, so again, not professionally trained therapists, but we do care. I will try to give genuine advice, and Hayley will probably give you very functional
bad, sarcastic advice. But this is the chance you take.
Your sarcastic advice is very efficient and very good. And after I hear your funny things, I'm like, actually, you should do what Hayley says. So
I think you've played it down enough. We've got 2 ears and a head, and we will listen. I think that's enough. But yes, thank you. If you do have a problem today and you're thinking, do you know what, I need another set of ears on this problem, then get involved. Like Allyson says, the command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone and type in your problem there, like these people have. So Becky from Wisconsin, good morning, Becky.
Hi,
and
Becky.
They say, I recently joined a beer and philosophy meetup. That sounds an interesting combination.
Okay.
Beer and philosophy meetup. I enjoyed the group and the discussion, except for one person. Her comments are often neither brief nor relevant, with her talking as much as everyone else combined and going on tangents that don't connect to the topic. She seems to be friends with the organisers, and while they're otherwise great, they don't seem interested in reining her in. Is there anything I can do?
Becky. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, sometimes people do use these groups as like, a platform for them to just start telling you whatever's going on in their life. I wonder, Becky, if you could possibly mention to the people running the group. They'll probably hate this, but could you do like a conch system? So like only people who are holding a certain object have the right to speak at a certain time. And then it's like, oh, okay, go ahead. I think philosophy people would appreciate that, right? Because then it's like, all right, it's fair. And then also it really brings to light how long someone is talking. Because if you're like, look, they've been holding this conch for most of the meeting, it just makes it a bit more, makes you a bit more aware. The other thing you could do is there somebody in the group keeping minutes? Is there someone actually recording, what's being discussed, who's brought up what, let's keep track of things, because then that might also highlight to the group organizers, like how much your friend Jane is talking. Jane's got the real gift of the gab, as my mom would say, which I refer to as never as quiet. So yeah, those are a couple of things off the top of my head, because look, if she's friends with the organizers, you got to be delicate. So there's got to be roundabout ways that you can kind of show that she's monopolized. And to be honest with you, I bet you a lot of other people in the group are aware of this as well, but they just don't know how exactly to bring it up. So yeah.
I mean, it just sounds like a bad combination, beer and philosophy.
And philosophy, yeah.
Maybe buy them more beer, so that maybe that's not a good idea. Do you know what I was watching last night? So I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is one of my favorite shows. And in the most recent series that was on, when someone's telling a story that's too long, Larry David, because he's as subtle as ever, he sort of sings or plays. So do you know in the Oscars, when they're doing a speech that's too long and they want them to wrap up, they play a song, don't they? They play like an Oscar, like an instrumental song.
Dun, dun, an orchestra kind of movement.
Yeah. So Larry David in this latest series of Curb Your Enthusiasm, when someone's telling a story that's too long, he'll get that orchestra music out and play it on his phone so they wrap up what they're saying. There's a possibility you could do that, Becky.
Really funny. I do like that.
It's very funny, man. But yeah, I mean, beer and philosophy. I can't even say it. I'd be no good in that group after a beer. Becky, maybe just try yawning loudly or sighing loudly like our producer Will did. Maybe then people will get the hint to wrap up.
Every time she talks, and then I think people will get
they'll get the hint. Yeah. We're talking your problems. If you've just joined us today on the Hayley and Allyson show, we're here till 8 a.m. If you have a problem you'd like us to talk about, I'm not saying solve, because very rarely we do. In fact, some people have tried to sue us for making it worse. I'm just joking. Yet. But if you would like us to talk about your problem on air, then get in touch. The command to give to your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say, followed by your problem. Or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone if you're listening on an audio only Echo, or you can go to YouTube and just type it in the comments box below, as these people have done. Kat from Kansas has been in touch, and they say, what are your favorite icebreaker getting to know you questions? Spouse and I are trying to get out and build a bigger community. I'm not great at spontaneous chat with new people and would love and more conversation starters to add to my bank beyond the not great. What do you do? Tell you a funny story, actually, Allyson. I think I've told you this before. Yes. So when I was working in an office job, which was many, many moons ago now, they did one of those icebreakers that they do in offices where they like walk around the room and try and find out 2 facts about someone else that you've not spoke to yet. Yeah. And a girl just walked up to me and she went, "Do you like horses?" And I went, which is an unusual one. And I went, I think that they're all right. Yeah. Why do you? And she went, "No." And then just stood there staring at me. So don't do that, Kat, because that didn't break the ice. But Allyson, have you got any genuine good ones?
Yeah. Here's what I think. So before I go to like sort of events, that sounds, before I attend events, what I like to do. Yeah, I do think about things that I can talk to people about. So I try to like, usually 2 topics that I think are a bit universal. So I'll bring up, and I know I should start conversations with like questions, but quite often I'll try to begin with my own experiences to kind of guide them, So if we're in an event and, there's a dinner or something, I'll even be like, "Oh, I love coming to these things. I'm not that good of a cook, to be honest with you. I really am not, I don't cook all that. Are you a good cook?" And then if they're like, yes, no, they leave it at that. Then you go a bit further, maybe tell them an anecdote of one time you tried to cook something and then say, have you ever, I try to think about universal topics or like school days. I try to go nostalgic because I think people often love talking about memories, former things. If you're at an event, "Oh, this reminds me of like assemblies at school," all of a sudden, boom, you're into like some familiar territory that maybe someone will have a memory and jog from past. Because sometimes I think it's easier to talk about past than current. People feel safer talking about things, experiences. I used to love, we'd go to this corner store and get, candy. I don't know. But I find it's easier for people to talk about previous things than current. Sometimes people are a little delicate with current things. So I always try to think about possible topics that I can discuss that are nostalgic from people's past. And then I also have follow-up stories in case they don't add in. Some people might just think I talk a lot. And now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm sure I'm very obnoxious at parties, but that's my technique, everyone. That's my technique.
Yeah. And you could start with an opener, maybe like, what's your annual income? Things like that. I find they're real big openers. How much do you
Closers
spend?
as well. They're openers and
Yeah.
closers, which is
Yeah.
efficient,
So
you
there
start
we
a
go.
friendship, you end a friendship within 5 minutes. It's real easy. It's real easy. Hi, nice to meet you. How much money do you make? Okay, bye. Next person.
Bye.
Hi. Yeah.
If you have a problem you'd like us to discuss, I'm not saying solve because we don't. On today, the command to give to your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say, or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone, get involved that way. And while you're on backchannel.tv, why not hit the leave a review button? Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of the technology we are using here. It's groundbreaking is a word I would use. But here we go. Another problem from today. Robert from New York. Oh, no, not Robert. Sorry. Emma from Tennessee got in touch. And she said, I love my wonderful boyfriend so much and find most of his quirks delightful.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Strap in. But his breathing irritates me a lot.
Just the most basic thing that he does.
Just
It
the
drives me
most
crazy. Yeah.
Basic human requirement that everyone needs to do to stay alive.
And when he
Irritates
eats,
her.
I find it obnoxious as well. When he eats, I don't like that.
She doesn't say that. She does say, but his breathing irritates me a lot. Now, there's a reason for this, Allyson, because she said when we're resting on the couch or in bed, he holds his breath for long periods of time and then lets it out really loudly. When we're cuddling, he breathes in my face and I have no air to breathe. We've talked about it. I'd love to listen to that conversation.
We've talked about it often.
It
The
says,
next
yeah.
one.
Talked about it often, but he doesn't realize he's doing it. Yeah, Allyson, any genuine advice? Maybe you could hold a pillow up over his face when he's breathing. Real subtle things, Emma.
Well,
He
go
could have
ahead.
sleep apnea. A genuine answer. If he's holding his breath in his sleep and breathing out, and not realizing he's doing it, he could have a genuine medical condition.
I was
So we
gonna
laugh,
say.
but he could.
Yeah. It also, that sort of breathing where you like take a deep breath and hold it and then exhale it. That's like, it's stress breathing. They call that stress breathing, right? He's not got proper flow in and out. He like inhales, holds, and then releases. Something's bothering him. He's got some anxiety. So you might want to talk to him about like,
Well, Allyson, could it be that she spoke about it and now it's made it worse? Because I
He's
don't know about
nervous.
you. Yeah. If someone said to me, the sound of your breathing is annoying me, I'd be so paranoid. I'd be like, oh no, I can't breathe. And you'd be holding your breath in and then making it worse, wouldn't you? It's
Yeah.
a real double-edged sword, this problem.
And especially when you're cuddling, you know what you could do when he sleeps? There's a lot of things now. I saw one the other day. It's a gadget you can hold, but with the one that I like, I think it's called a Luna light or a light. And basically what it is it's a round little thing, a little circle, and it expands and shrinks. So you're supposed to follow it when you're falling asleep. So you're like, see the big circle, you take a deep breath, and then you exhale when it gets small. So what it's doing is it's actually training you to breathe properly the way you're supposed to breathe, and it actually puts you into sleep because a lot of people have trouble sleeping because they're not breathing correctly. So you could start with that and maybe try to help him to retrain his breathing so then when you guys are on the couch, maybe, I mean, there might be genuinely something wrong. Like you said, sleep apnea is a major thing with a lot of people nowadays. He might have a deviated septum. You could be helping his life like you didn't even know, right? So I do think you should try some sleep training techniques and maybe talk to him a little bit, about maybe it's anxiety breathing. Like, this is how he deals with his stress. So long term, you're just trying to help him
Can I
and
tell
be
you what
less annoyed.
my partner said to me that I was doing last night in my sleep? So every now and
Oh,
again,
no.
So every now and again, he gets really annoyed at me because I take up all the bed. He said I roll up in the blanket like I'm in a burrito.
Oh,
So you get-
Danny cocoons as well. He's a big cocooner.
I really do. So, but last night he said, Oh, he said, you were driving me mad because I was talking in my sleep. So I've been in isolation because of Corona. You've just joined us. And he said, in my sleep, I was saying the line's really fake now. The line's hardly there. Because I was talking about my Corona tests.
It's all right. It's almost gone. It's almost gone.
So he said I was saying that for about 10 minutes. He's like, I was like thinking, oh, shut up. And I'm like, the line, honestly, I've tested the line's okay. But there you go.
Are you a big sleep talker? Are you a sleep talker?
Yeah, which is a worry, isn't it, really? You can't hide
Yeah.
any secrets when you're a sleep talker. But apparently I say it's usually really boring stuff like that. So it's stuff about like checking my Corona tests. My friend said once when I was at university, she was like, she said she heard me say tea and toast. So I was talking about what I was going to have for breakfast. So it's never anything like fun. You're not going to get any like deep dark secrets out of me. I'm like, but yeah. Do you sleep talk?
Yeah, Danny always says, he's like, it's interesting when you sleep talk. He's like, you're always working it out though and reassuring everyone that it's going to be okay. He's like, quite often I hear you saying things like, yeah, it's all right. Don't worry. Yeah, I got that. It's all worked out. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. He says, you say don't worry a lot in your sleep. Don't worry. It's okay. Yeah, no, I got it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Genuinely stressed in our sleeps as well. The one time we're meant to be relaxed, you're like, no, don't worry, don't worry.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. It all comes out. Yeah.
You can have those apps now that record what you're saying, can't you, when you're sleeping? So you put it by your bedside and stuff, but it's mainly just people passing wind, it seems to record. But if you talk in your sleep, let us know what you've said. Make us feel better. The command to give to your device is the word say. Say hello this morning. If you're listening, you're enjoying the show, Backchannel is the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. There's two ways to get in touch. If you're watching on an Echo show and can see myself and Allison's faces this morning, the command to give is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, if you go to backchannel.tv on your phone, you can type in whatever you'd like to tell us there, within reason. Breakfast show. Should we crack on with the 1-star review? I was going to do another problem, but I think let's move on, Allyson.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do it.
Yes. Do the jingle, Allyson, for the 1-star film review.
1-star film review. 1 star, 1 star. That's all I got. Sorry. That's
brilliant. It's not even 5 o'clock yet in Canada, Allyson.
It's 4:31 a.m. 4:31 a.m. Everyone.
I'm making Allyson sing jingles. I can't even speak myself, and it's later here.
Jingles.
So this time for the 1-star film review, a staple here on the Hayley and Allyson show. If you haven't listened to the show before, what we do is we read out reviews that people have left online for a film. They hate it that much, they've given it 1 star and gone on and wrote a very angry paragraph about how much they hated it. We're going to read out these reviews, and we'd love you to guess what you think the film is. The command, as always, to guess is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone, you can type your guess in there, and if you guess correctly, you could win Allison's Hoover from her Canadian childhood home. It's a 70s Hoover. You will have to pay for shipping, and it is very, very heavy, so it would probably cost you more than a Dyson or a brand new Hoover. But the opportunity is there. If you want,
you are then the owner of a vacuum that looks like a globe, everyone.
The vacuum is bigger than the room itself. It's very 70s. You could have a 1-bedroom apartment inside the vacuum. It's that huge. But
if it would be worth a lot in London, that would be real good property space.
Good real estate. Yeah. I'd be on Selling Sunsets if it was in LA. But here we go. So we're going to read out these reviews now. Allyson, just because it's been given 1 star doesn't mean they're a bad film, does it?
No, this film could be Oscar winning. This could be one of the all-time classics. It's just that people who write these reviews, we think, Hayley and I have come to the conclusion that they have unresolved anger and issues inside of them, and they have nowhere else to put this anger than into reviews. So please keep in mind, this could be a brilliant movie. It could be one of your favorite movies. We're not saying this is a bad movie. We're saying these people have given it a 1-star review. And as we read these now, Hayley, I know you're still, yes, the line is gone. You don't have Rona anymore, but I am happy to still read them if you want. Do you want me to do them? Or do you
yes,
want
I'd love that, Allyson. Yeah, I'd love you to read
I think
them.
we're figuring out how this section goes now. So what Hayley is going to do is she's going to give me motivation for each of the reviews. So she can give me some background and character. So just so we can make it a bit more real for you. Now, these are fictional. These are not real. This is not the actual information of the people that wrote these reviews. So we make it up. So Hayley, for the first review that I'm about to read, how would you like me to do this? Give me some background, some motivation on this person.
Okay. I'd like you to read this in the style of a politician who's running for mayor and they're giving a talk.
Okay, great. All right. Politician running for mayor, giving a talk. All right. One of the worst films I have ever seen. The main actor plays this date doctor that I think is ludicrous because he does a terrible job playing him. But the guy from King of Queens was okay and was just very funny. And I have to give him a big credit while the main actor couldn't make any jokes funny. And you have to remember that it is supposed to be a comedy.
Thank you, Allyson. But what is the film? Here's some clues from this one. It involves a date doctor. It's meant to be a comedy, but what is the film? If you think you know off that review, let us know here on the Hayley and Allyson Show. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone and you can type in your guess that way. What is the film? We are reading out 1-star reviews that people have left online, genuine reviews.
Do you know the show King of Queens? I'm just curious. In the UK, have you ever heard of King of Queens?
I know it because my partner watches it. He watched every single season, and I have some issues about. See, why is it not just necessarily this show, but most American shows? The men can be quite old, and they're getting quite a lot of young, attractive women as their wives, girlfriends, etc.
Yeah,
you know, even in Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I love, Larry David's partners are always like
this is not real.
You're a 70-year-old man, but and you're going out on a date with Lucy Liu.
Well, they keep trying to convince us that this is what's real. This is men at the top are writing these scripts, so they're like, it's perfectly reasonable. Yes, he's 58, but she's 24. They have a lot in common. It's perfectly reasonable.
Anyway, we're going off.
She's a mature 24. She's really mature.
I'm going to write myself a screenplay in which I date Harry Styles, and I bet people comment on that.
Of course they would. Yeah.
Although
King of Queens,
given my age.
King of Queens. That's a big hint. So I just wanted to point that out again. King of Queens. We know that.
King of Queens. Comedy. Date doctor. But what is the film? Get your guesses in. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in there. Allyson, would you like to read another 1-star review for me, please?
Hayley, I would love to read another 1-star review from a new person. Give me some fictional motivation, background for this character that I'm about to create.
Okay, you're a lady called Audrey. Now, she was an extra in a film, but they've decided to give her a line, and this is her trying out. She's a really bad actress, though. Really bad actress. They've decided to give her a line in this show, and this is your one chance to shine reading this review out in an audition.
Okay,
but you're a
Audrey.
Bad actress.
Bad actress named Audrey. Okay, this is it. This is my big break. Okay. The basic premise and message of this movie was entirely false and superficial. The idea that if you dye your hair a certain color and like a certain TV show, that some girl will finally notice you and fall in love with you is a horrible message to install in someone's head. My point is that you don't need a fancy trick or some stupid similar interest to get a girl's attention. All you need is your own personality and some self-confidence. And even if you are yourself and a girl still rejects you and acts like you're stupid, then you should have half a brain to realize that she's not for you. You should be lucky to find a girl who likes you and not the car that you have or the movies that you like.
Great read, Audrey, but unfortunately you didn't get the role. Thank you, Allyson. But what are the clues there? We know it's a comedy. I mean, I've not actually seen this film, but it's
I
about
have not either, but I know the premise of it. I know, yeah.
so finding a girl who likes you for you and not the car you have or the movies you like. If you think you know what the 1-star film it is that people are leaving 1 stars, it didn't actually get 1 stars overall. Don't know what it got yet. But let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Type your answer in there. We're going to read you out 2. Well, Allyson, I say we. Allyson is going to read you out 2 more reviews. These are both from different people. They've both given this film 1 stars. But what is the film? Allyson, I'd like you to read this review in the style of a man called Roy.
Yeah, I love a Roy. Yeah.
And he's currently trying to get a fly out of his kitchen that will not go. Do you know when you have a fly in your kitchen, you can't get out?
I do know what you mean. Okay. All right, Roy. Roys are hot-headed too, so Roy's going to get pretty angry in this one. All right. Okay, here we go.
That's a fly, by the way.
You can really feel it's close to your ear. I don't know why I didn't turn it off. I didn't have to pay for it. I kept waiting for it to get better. God, interesting, funny, something. Another case of where all good parts were in the trailer. Parts of it were funny. Other parts were stupid, like this fly. Other parts were sappy, but without depth. The acting was fine. The cast was fine. The production values were fine. I love New York City. It can't ever go wrong go wrong for a setting, but even New York City couldn't make up for this bad script. God, this fly. I'm irritated and it's not even over. Please, end soon. Please. It's like a car crash. I can't stop watching.
I love the way you tell a story, Allyson. Yes, but what is the film? Not the fly. What is the film? I'm chasing the fly was talking about. The film is set in New York City. We know it's a comedy. We know it's involving a date doctor. We know it stars one of the people from King of Queens. But what is the film? Make a guess. If you're listening, you're going, I know what that film is, then let us know. Listen, it doesn't take anything to take part because we don't have any prizes. So that is why. So just make a guess. It's fun. It's fun.
You win the right to be right. It's really fun. You're going to really enjoy it. Take a guess.
The command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in there. We're going to read out 1 more review now. So this is another review that someone else left this film 1 stars. And I'd like you to read this out, Allyson, every day. I'd just like you to read it out as your mum, Vicky.
Do one, Vicky. Okay, great. Okay. Tired. It's very early. You're right. This actor has got to be the most overrated actor in Hollywood. Why America continues to put out movies that make no sense and are only made for non-talented actors like him to try and charm his way into households across the country, and these producers are letting it happen. This movie was nowhere near entertaining. Who needs a man to help hook people up? It's just another film like that stupid J-Lo film, The Wedding Planner. If people want to see a feel-good movie, watch Sticky Fingers, starring the divine Helen Slater. That will make you laugh. Boot this one off the island, I say.
Thank you, Allyson. I got a feeling that Helen Slater actually wrote that review. If you want a good film, pick one with Helen Slater in.
I like your technique, Helen. I like your technique.
I like what you do, Helen. This film was released in 2005. It stars Will Smith, Kevin James, and Eva Mendes. But what is the film? Come on. Make a guess. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Type your guess is in there. There's been rumors of a TV series about this show as well.
And I'll tell you serious? There's rumors of a TV series. Sorry, I want to be positive, but
you can tell Alyson's been woken up early this morning. Are you kidding me?
We really need to teach people that women need to be accepting of men's looks. I think we need to switch it around. All right, I'm sorry. It's early everyone.
Morning.
Sorry,
Good
gang. Sorry.
morning.
Hey, happy.
Happy thoughts, Allyson. It's currently, Allyson, if you've just joined us, is in Canada, where it's not even 5 o'clock yet. So she's struggling.
4:33 a.m. 4:33 a.m.
But listen, we're playing the 1-star movie review. We have read out, or Allyson has read out, a selection of reviews that people have left online for this film that they gave 1 star. They didn't like it. It stars Will Smith, Kevin James, Eva Mendes. It's about a man, a date doctor. But what is the film? Listen, I'm going to put you out your misery. The film is, Allyson,
Hitched. That's right? Hitched. Hitched is the movie. Yeah,
sorry,
Hitched.
I'm really distracted because outside my window at the minute, and you can't hear it. I don't know why I'm deciding to tell you this. It sounds like a Halloween show. It sounds like someone's like, woo. So I don't know if someone's outside my window of a boombox playing the soundtrack to Thriller, or the weather has took a turn for the worse.
You got really scared when I said Hitch. You were like,
and I was like,
no. I was like, no, I'm quite sure that's the movie. It's Hitch. It's Hitch.
Yeah, no, sorry. I apologize. I got very distracted by whatever witch is currently outside my window at the minute. The film was Hitch. A lot of people didn't like the film. I've not seen it. Allison's not seen it. If you've seen it, let us know what you think of it. Do you think it was worthy of these bad reviews, or was it better than that? The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. Get involved this morning. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know why you are up at this hour. We know why we're up. We know why Allyson is angry because she's up doing this show with me and it's not even 5 a.m. yet. But why are you up? Are you on your way to work? Are you going for a jog? Oh, those people that go for runs early in the morning. I'd love to be one, but I just haven't got the energy. Let us know. Let us know. Say hello. Otherwise, it's just me and Allyson talking for 2 hours. But Backchannel Listen is the only place you can listen, watch, and interact with your host, and we are here for it. We absolutely love it when you say hello. But now it is time for the show where we talk about the news stories.
Here we go.
So we're going to look at the fun news stories from around the world that aren't Corona related. Listen, we want a distraction. It's 2022. We want to talk about things that aren't going to bring us down. So this morning there was a story in the Metro News, metro.co.uk, if you want to take it out, and it's about the RSPCA. So it's a Royal Society Protection to Cruelty to Animals. Now you're like, Hayley, I thought you said this was a fun story. Why are you talking about cruelty to animals? Well, the RSPCA have basically released their strangest rescues of 2021. So the brilliant charity, they go around and obviously they help animals in need, and they've looked back on the past 12 months and these are some of the weirder rescues that they've had. So sometimes animals get themselves trapped in places that they shouldn't be and things like that. And number one on the list was so there's a soap star. We love our soaps here in the UK, and one of our famous TV shows over here is called Coronation Street. And weirdly, one of the actors from Coronation Street walked into his bathroom in the middle of the night. He lives in Manchester in the UK. And on his toilet seat, this is in the UK, it's not Australia, it's not anywhere like that. On his toilet seat was a snake, like a
python, I believe it was.
Python snake, yeah. I mean, this doesn't happen in the UK. We very rarely have any sort of creatures. But so he's gone in the bathroom, seen this seen this snake sat in his toilet seat. He's left, and they've rung the RSPCA and had to come out and rescue it. The next morning. So you imagine knowing that smell.
Oh, there's a picture of it. And it's like literally on his toilet seat. Like, this is terrifying. I wonder, they said it was somebody's pet that had been released, and there's been lots of rumors of like snakes that come out of toilets. But it's true, everyone, which is why, just so you know, my father is a plumber, and he's always said, keep the lid down, everyone. You don't know what's coming out of the toilet. Also, if you drop things, you don't want things going in the toilet. Keep the lid down, everyone.
Allyson, do not be terrifying people first. Oh, what should we listen to this morning? Oh, I'd love some light entertainment. Keep the toilet seat down.
You don't want a python coming up out of the toilet. But this is a genuinely terrifying and true story. Look at that snake. That is.
Producer Will's put it out. If you're watching on an Echo show, he's put the image up. Generally terrifying. And the fact it was in there all night and they had to come out the next day. It's awful, isn't it? I hope they had more than one toilet, because I would not be going back in there. Also on the list, and there's various other rescues that they've done. It's usually animals getting, like children get their heads stuck in railings and stuff. Well, this one, a fox. It's number 4 on the list there. Scroll down to it. This lovely little fox got his head stuck inside a metal duck. So these people in this garden, they had a metal duck shaped planter. So it's a shape of a duck, and you put plants in it. And this fox had crawled
Baby
through
foal.
it. I know, and got stuck in there. So they had to call the RSPCA out and release him. Don't worry, he's absolutely fine. There's various stories about birds flying into people's houses. So this woman coming in Merseyside in the UK, she come in and in her living room and found a tawny owl just sat on her fireplace.
It looked like one of her little like statues because it was just sitting there. So it took a little nap standing there, like just on her. So she came down. And she was like, at first it didn't notice it, and then we were like, what is that? And it was an owl, full on owl, just in her living room. I love it.
Yeah. So have you ever had any animals in your house that shouldn't be there?
In university and when I lived in Toronto, mice, I had a mouse infestation. That's real fun, everyone. That's real fun. Yeah.
But you know what? A lot of these things are, and they're like animals who have sort of got stuck, and then, so it's usually like fat squirrels getting stuck in places they shouldn't be. So like, have you seen that one? It did the rounds online. It was a squirrel who managed to get it into a bird feeder, ate all the nuts in the bird feeder, and then was too fat to get out. So it's sort of stuck in this bird feeder. It sounds like me during lockdown, to be honest.
I was going to say, that's what I feel like in my parents' basement. I'm going to be too fat to get out of here before too long. Yeah. What was the other one? The swan? Did you see the story about the swan?
A swan flew into a woman's bathroom. It's crashed. It didn't just fly through an open window. It crashed
broke the glass. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, terrifying. I've had birds fly at the windows before and then sort of like, where's that bird gone? What was that bang? But never to this extent. But there you go.
Swan through your kitchen window. Like,
And swans are terrifying as well. You think, oh, swans are so beautiful and elegant. They can get nasty. They get like Allyson June Smith when she's woken up at 5 a.m.
I look beautiful and elegant, but I'll tell you, I got teeth in my beak.
She's got a snap. She's got a show them. Snap.
Yeah.
We're talking the news stories this morning. And I don't suppose, Allyson, by any chance, I was just wondering, have you heard of any stories about maybe pizza delivery boys who are 59 and they're delivering pizzas underwater?
Yes.
I suppose you've read anything like that.
Do you know what? Funny enough, you should mention that, Hayley. I have recently read a story about a scuba diving pizza boy, age 59. I do like that he's still going with pizza boy. Started deliveries after losing a job to COVID. So this gentleman lost his job and then he got a job in Florida. Okay, so at Florida's Jules Undersea Lodge. That's right. It is an under the sea lodge. People who go to stay at this lodge, they get scuba gear so they can get into their room, right? So you have to scuba dive to get into your room. This was originally, it was a science kind of center where they were looking at fish and like the development of baby fish, but now they've made it into a lodge. And this gentleman,
sorry, Allyson,
Yes.
I've just got a
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
And this is the child.
Hopefully I
in me.
have the answer. Yes.
How do you get in the room, open the door to the lodge without letting water in?
Well, my guess would be whenever I watch deep sea movies, there's always that section where you come in and it's like the front door area where like water would come in, but you'd swim in, then you close the door, then the water in that little room would drain. So that water would be pushed out somehow, and then they would go in. So that's what I'm imagining would happen. But again, I have not yet stayed there. In fact, if you own the lodge, Hayley and I would very much love a little scuba diving getaway. It'll be one scuba dive, and then we'll just have pizzas delivered to our room for the next however long.
We probably won't be able to get out of the scuba. Be like, unfortunately,
won't.
the scuba diving cannot hold the weight of you to get you back out the lodge.
We've never had this happen before.
I love that as well.
Squirrels in a feeder is what's happened.
And also, there's no pressure on you to leave because you've paid all this money to live underwater. You could just stay there, watch Netflix, and just underwater. Sounds great. Hook us up.
This guy, Thane Miloan, I think I said that right. He delivers pizza to guests in the Undersea Lodge. So basically, he is a professional scuba diver. He scuba dives. They put the pizza or any food they're delivering in a waterproof case. They said they also wrap it in plastic bags just to ensure that the food is still hot and dry when it arrives to the rooms. But that is what he's doing. And he says what he loves the most about this job is the look of people's faces when he brings the food. Because, okay, if you're a pizza guy, you get to the door, people are like, pizza. But can you imagine being an underwater pizza delivery guy? Like, people are just going to be like, I can't believe this is happening. This is really happening. So he said he absolutely loves it. He's like, this is a great job. He gets tips. I think he gets paid a regular wage.
Get paid in soggy notes.
Hey,
Gets
can we
paid
tip
in
you?
fish.
No, you can't, because the money will just get wet and disintegrate in the ocean. But yeah, so that's what's going on. He says at this point, him and there was another pizza delivery boy. They are the only ones that he knows of actually doing pizza delivery underwater. So he says at some point, as the world continues on the way it is, there might be more need for underwater pizza delivery.
Okay, let's keep it light. Let's
keep it light. Keep it light.
Thank you, Allyson. We're talking the news stories this morning on the Hayley and Allyson show. If you've heard a news story and you think, do you know what, that was a fun news story, it's really uplifted me, then get involved. Let us know what it is. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. On your phone, you can get involved that way. We're looking at the news stories, and on upi.com, there's been a news story about the top words that have been banished for 2022. So it's a lot of overused words that people say, such as, like me, my overused words are tired, why? But the phrases wait, what? And no worries are now on a list of banished words for 2020, published by Michigan University on Friday. No worries, that's a big one. I say that.
I say no worries all the time, or don't worry. My uncle the other night, when he came over for dinner, I was like, oh, let me help you clear the plate. I was like, oh, don't worry. He's like, well, I'm not worrying. I just want to help you clear it. I was like, okay, well, worry and stop, like whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently. So Lake Superior State University have listed 10 words and phrases it deems misused, overused, and useless for 2022. Wait, what? Top the list. I've never used that. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Officials defended by saying that those two words should not go together, and they shouldn't be used anymore under any circumstances. And other phrases included the new normal. Oh, that needs to go. Yeah, that just needs to go.
New normal. I hate saying new normal. Yeah.
Yeah. You're on mute. That was a big word of 2021 and 2020, but they want that to go.
From Zoom. You're not on. You're on mute. That's fun. I like that. Yeah.
Yep. So that's gone. We can't say that
Okay.
anymore. Shouldn't
Can't
be
say that
saying it
anymore.
now, actually, Allyson, because it's 2022, but we're letting you know.
Sorry.
Asking for a friend, supply chain, and at the end of the day, that being said, circle back and deep dive. I don't know why deep dive is in there, but they're all gone. 2022. We're not going to be able to
Is
say
it concerning
them anymore.
that supply chain?
That's
People
really
have been
weird.
talking too much about the supply chain. That should concern us. But anyway, yeah, supply chain. No more talks about that. We don't need to know what's coming in or what we're lacking. No more supply
But they're all
chain
gone.
talk.
What words would you banish, Allyson, if you had to? I'll tell you what mine is.
Yeah, tell me yours, and then let's.
Amaze balls. No.
Amaze balls.
No, don't be saying that.
No.
My friend says it all the time, and I can't. Oh, that's amaze balls. No. You're 40. Don't say it. You don't say it anymore.
You know what I would like to bring in? It's pretty local to where I am from, Calgary, Alberta. It's only 4:56, so I've waited an hour before I've almost brought it up. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
No, I didn't know.
And in 1988, you will not believe what happened here, Hayley.
Did you host the Winter Olympics? Jamaican
Not me
bobsleigh,
personally,
Eddie
but
the
the city did. We did with Eddie the
Mm.
Eagle, yes, and the Jamaican bobsled team. That is our city. I forgot what I was saying because I was busy.
The question
plugging.
was, plugging Canada like it needs the help. So we're talking, Allyson.
Oh yeah, what
early
would
in
I?
Canada.
Okay, so here's
We're talking
words I
about
want
words.
to
If
bring
you
in.
just joined us, we're talking about words that have been banned in 2022 that have been overused. I said that if I could ban a word, I would ban the word amazeballs. Allyson, which word would you ban?
Okay, I can't think of words I would ban, but I would bring in.
Okay.
You betcha. You probably never said that in your whole life, have you, Hayley? You betcha.
No, you use it a lot though. I've heard.
Have you heard it?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, if there was a doll of you, do you know like the Woody dolls from like Toy Story and they pull the string?
Yeah, what
like,
would I say?
So you'd say Calgary, Alberta, 1988 Olympics. But you'd
betcha.
also say, here's the thing. You say that one a lot as well.
Here's the thing. I just say, here's the thing. But you betcha is even like you could go to a lot of places in Canada, not everywhere people are like, you betcha. It's a very Alberta thing. It's kind of like if you go to Manchester in the UK and people say, all right. All right.
Yeah.
That's their way of saying hello. How are you? I did not know that for the first 3 months of living there. I just thought I was constantly injured and people were concerned about me. All right. Are you all right? I don't know. Am I? I don't know if I'm all right. But you betcha is something that is said here. So you betcha. I'd like everyone to get familiar with that. Say it one more time, Haley.
You betcha. No, I can't say
you.
it.
No,
I
you did
cannot
so
say it. It sounds
good.
sarcastic. Someone from the UK saying it sounds sarcastic. Listen, if there's a word that you would like banned, or there's a word that you'd like to bring in, like you betcha, then let us know here on the Hayley and Allyson Show this morning. The command to give to your device, there's 2 ways to get in touch with us on the Hayley and Allyson Show here on Backchannel. If you are watching on an Echo show, the command to give is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us. Or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone if you're listening on an audio Echo. Just go to backchannel.tv and type in the words that you'd like to tell us. The words that you'd like to tell us. I'm trying to think of overused words that is there anything I say particularly a lot?
I don't think so. Producer Will, can you think of anything that Haley...
Do you know what my partner says I say? When I'm eating food, this is a very UK Northern thing. When I eat food, I'll go, that's fit. I describe food as fit. Yeah, I need to grow up.
Haley's one of the things that you
that.
say... I don't like that. One of the things that you say quite a lot is, Will, can you just do that better, please? Will, can you just do better, please? Will, I don't like that.
Will, go back to your box room.
You never say that to me. You always say lovely things.
I never say that, Will, but when you do audibly sigh as me and Allyson are in the middle of a segment, it's
I wasn't
quite
sighing.
off-putting.
I was singing the jingle. I'm still used... This is the first time that I've had to play anything on this
Play
show.
a jingle.
And it doesn't work the way that I thought it would.
Can we just play the jingle now? If you've just joined us, producer Will's very kindly made a jingle of Alyson's mum. So as a little joke, we said, Allyson always does impressions of her mum on the show. If you're a regular listener, you'll know. And I said, oh, I wonder what she really sounds like. So Allyson got her to record a jingle for the show, and halfway through, she'd had a few wines. She forgets that she's meant to say producer Will and is about to say Professor Will.
Professor.
And Will made it into a little jingle. Can we play it, Will?
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson Show with producer Will.
Love it.
It's very
Thank you, Will. Will, I don't suppose you've heard of a news story involving fish, have you?
Oh my goodness, Haley. It's so funny to say that, because I actually have.
Well,
I know.
Have you?
It's almost like it's almost like I prepped this content, and then like Haley's looked at it, and then like it's weird how these things work out. So this story takes us to Texas.
Yeah.
Specifically to the town of Texarkana.
Texarkana. I love saying that.
Isn't that just the most fun thing you've ever heard?
I'm
It's
from
worth living
Texarkana,
there.
Texas. Yes, you are.
Well, it's worth living. I was going to say it's worth living there just because you get to say Texarkana all the time. But there's 2 problems with that. Which number one is I don't know how often you actually say the name of the place that you live, apart from if you're you, Allyson, but you mention it every 10 minutes. But the other problem with living in Texarkana is that they had fish rain, which is not something that sounds like a lot of fun. So literally, the story is about how it was raining fish, like actual, like full whole fish in Texarkana, and it occurs because when there's like extreme weather or whatever, it just like scoops them up out of the water, and then like moves them and drops them on your house and on your car. No, I don't like that.
Could you imagine that? Yeah. So these guys were at work, and then all of a sudden they said they heard loud thumping, right? So it sounded like rain, but then it was thumping. And the guy opened up the back door of the workplace, and there was just fish dropping. And apparently it's a phenomenon that happens now and again. It's kind of like a water tornado. It just picks up, and it'll pick up little frogs, little fish, anything like that. So these guys just got pelted with sardines, which I thought was pretty funny.
To be fair, okay, go with me on this one. I don't think you're going to like where I'm going.
Okay, I'm going to try.
But sardines, edible, kind of tasty. You put them in a salad, you make, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
The other example...
Go with me on
go
this.
With me. The other example that they gave of like when it could rain animals is crabs. Come on, delicious crab salad.
Love a crab. Yeah.
You can do all kinds of things with crab. Delicious.
Yeah.
So
that would
at
be
least
handy.
I know. If it's going to rain an animal, I want it to be at least something that I can like...
Some prawns? Can we get some prawns?
Nice.
I love a prawn, a shrimp.
You know that expensive like Wagyu steak?
Oh, wouldn't that be
If you
great?
could just drop like a Wagyu cow on my like car, that would go cook that up, have that for dinner.
That'd be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But frogs, no. Mm-mm.
No, fish. And could you imagine after it rains, fish? Like sometimes after a heavy rain, there's that smell. I always call it the earthworm smell, where you can smell like it just.
Totally.
Could you imagine the smell of fish? Like
So someone's gonna have to go around picking up all these sardines.
yeah, little rotten fish everywhere. Like to me, that would just be
Mhm.
bleh, bleh.
It's gonna
But
get stanky.
it is gonna get stanky, stanky. Maybe that's a word we should start to bring in. Stanky,
Let's introduce it.
Do the
stanky.
stank. Thanks,
the
producer
stank.
Will.
Thank you
It's
so much.
raining fish. Boo-doo. We are
Hallelujah.
we are the Hayley and Allyson show. We're here till 8 a.m. Get involved with the show. There's loads coming up, though, in the next hour. Allyson, do the jingle.
Dun, dun,
Coming up in the
dun,
next hour, we're going to be, can you finish these tweets? We're going to be taking celebrities' tweets and asking you to finish them with the missing world. You could win a 70s Hoover in Allyson June Smith's basement if you can pay for shipping. We're also going to be talking about the 10 weirdest jobs in the world. If you think your job is weird, get in touch. Let us know. Here on the Hayley and Allyson show, we're also going to be playing competitive true or false. It's competitive because I make it that way. And at the end of the show, we end on a fun fact we can take away and tell your friends. That's all coming up in the next hour here on the Hayley and Allyson show on Backchannel.
Na, 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 na. There we go.
No.
Well done.
Well done. You've given yourself a little
I
marble.
was very pleased with myself there. You betcha. Good job, Al.
You betcha, Allyson. Listen, Backchannel is the only place you can get involved with us, your hosts, via your device. There's two ways to do so. The command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Get involved with the show that way. We're on high definition cameras and it's not very forgiving. I tell you what as well, Allyson. So we bought a big bag of dry roasted peanuts for over the Christmas period.
Ooh.
I've started my diet. There's still half a bag left, and they go off at the end of February, so I'm gonna have to make a start on them.
You're gonna have to make a start. Peanuts are good though. They're a good source of protein. You just gotta weigh out how many you can eat. That's all you gotta do.
My face is frozen on. Producer Will, sorry, do you mind stepping back in a second? I'm having a few tech issues. My side.
You look great on our end, babe.
Oh, it's Will's eating.
Will is eating.
No.
Will, come
He's
on
eating
now.
a whole fudge bar. Just a whole fudge. Wanna get them in a- Do you have... Let's talk about selection boxes. Do you get selection boxes, Ali? Do you know about? You must know about selection boxes.
Well, selection boxes, yes. So, are you thinking like Quality Street, things like that, where
So
you get
you get them from the big chocolate manufacturers. You see, now you're on the wrong side, Hayley. What are you doing over there?
swing around, like pot of
You
gold?
get
or
them from the
something.
big manufacturers. So like you get like a Cadbury's one or a
Yeah.
Mars one or whatever.
Yeah.
And it has like little individual ones of their products in it, and they're just amazing. And the best part is that you get one, and then your sister gets a different one. So then you get to like negotiate.
Yeah.
You get to open some get to have some Christmas kind of trade agreements going on.
I like that you negotiate with your sister. I think that's real sweet. We just
Well,
fight.
yeah, because you can't
just
go around
battle it out.
swapping-
Yeah.
You can't go around swapping. Like if I've got Crunchy and my sister's trying to swap me for a bag of buttons, like they're not equal.
No.
It's a whole thing.
You're like, don't be waving your bounty bar at me when I've got a fudge.
Yeah, get out with that.
Whatever. Yeah.
Thanks, Producer Will.
Sorry,
And he can
I'm
go
gonna go
back to
finish
eating
my
your
fudge.
selection box.
I will do things.
Bless him. Listen, it's time for a game, Allyson. It's a new game. It's called Guess the Tweet. Can
Guess
you
the
finish the tweet? Do you want to do the jingle?
Finish the tweet. Finish the tweet. We need you to finish the tweet.
Pretty good, that, considering
Thanks.
I asked you to do that on the spot. Wasn't prepared. Listen, Producer Will has gone through Twitter and had a look at some celebrities' Twitter accounts. And we're going to ask you now to fill in the blank from these tweets. These are genuine tweets that celebrities have tweeted. Aziz Ansari tweeted, Allyson, I think it's adorable when kids blank. Now, it might be more than one word, just so you know.
I know the answer.
Finish the tweets.
Yeah.
Finish the tweets.
tweet.
We want you
to finish
the
the tweet.
tweets. So here we go. Right, Aziz Ansari, he tweeted, I think it's adorable when kids blank. Now, I would guess there, have a lie in, because I've got a daughter who's nearly 2 and she doesn't sleep. So I think it's adorable when she has a lie in.
I
But
see. I would
what
put.
do
I
you?
think it's adorable when kids aren't mine. That would be my answer. That would be what I think.
But what do you think? Do you have a guess? Are you Aziz Ansari and you're listening to the show this morning? Hello, good morning. Then let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Get involved with the show that way. Finish the tweets is the game we are playing. Aziz Ansari said, I think it's adorable when kids. And the answer is enter spelling bees.
Oh, it is adorable. Stressful. I always worry about those children that are doing spelling bees.
So clever, Allyson.
It's a lot of anxiety to deal with, though, right? Like,
It's very stressful for me knowing that a child is cleverer
I know.
than me.
And they can spell really
Can
well.
spell the word child. Oh my days. Are you a good speller, Allyson?
No, certainly not. I'm a queen of phonetics. So sometimes I just like to spell things as they phonetically, like I'm very bad. So, but if you read the word the way you see the letters phonetically, it'll come out sort of correctly. Yeah.
And you would come last place in
I
a spelling bee.
Unless it was creative
Phonetically,
spelling. If it was creative spelling, I'd win. 4 P's and a silent Q in every word, everyone.
we're
Yeah.
playing Finish the Tweet. Which celebrities, they've tweeted certain funny things, but what is the missing words or words in these celebrity tweets? I'll get my words out eventually. Good morning. Ryan Reynolds, beautiful Ryan Reynolds, has said, people in LA are deathly afraid of gluten. I swear you could blank with a bagel. What is the missing word? Ryan Reynolds, I'll say it again. People in LA are deathly afraid of gluten. I swear you could blank with a bagel.
I swear you could clear a room with a bagel.
Well, you probably could, couldn't you?
Yeah,
You could go into one of those places when they're all on the bikes. They're big in LA, aren't they? Where they're all on the static bikes.
You mean a gym?
No, Soul Cycle. That's what I mean. Soul Cycle.
I was like, do you mean a gym? Is that
those places that people go and they come out sweating? I don't know what they are.
You were talking about joining one earlier on. I'm glad you can't remember the name of them anymore.
I'm honestly, well, listen, you laugh at me, Allyson, but wait until I'm on this, and you'll be like, "Where's Hayley disappeared to?" And I'll just be like an eye because I'm so slender. I'm not saying that's good, by the way.
3 peanuts a day. She's good.
On a free peanut a day. I've been reading this book about habits, and how to change, because obviously my big thing is of an evening, I like a cup of tea and a biscuit, and then I just go down a slippery route where I'm just snacky. Yeah. And I read this thing, and it's like, why not replace chocolate with avocado because it's a healthy fat? No, have a slice of avocado have a nighttime. It's not this
avocado and tea. It's a very.
But we're playing Guess the Tweets. I got distracted. Ryan Reynolds tweeted, people in LA are deathly afraid of gluten. I swear you could. Allyson said, clear a room with a bagel. But the missing words were, I swear you could rob a liquor store with a bagel.
Rob a liquor store. For those non-drinkers, you could probably rob a lot of other stores with a bagel as well. Just so you know, you could. But you could commit crimes with a bagel, is what Ryan Reynolds is saying. Basically,
because everyone's scared of gluten.
Of gluten.
Yeah. Do you know, I watch these shows where they have these? So basically, Selling Sunsets again. I say it every day. I've been watching it.
Love this.
I've just finished the season, and they're always really glamorous, and they're out for lunch. And they can't eat the meals that they order because they're ordering like halloumi cheese. And it's like, there's no way that she's eating halloumi cheese.
She is not eating halloumi cheese. Yeah, they just move it around on their plate. You know what I mean? That's what they do. Because when they bring you fancy food, because these people all go to fancy places, so they just have a little bit of food and they put it all together in the center of the plate to look real pretty. And then they just move it around. So it just spaces it out. So they've not eaten any of it. They've just moved it so it looks like it's been
They play chess with food. That's what they do, isn't it? Your move.
I'll be like, checkmate, give me your plate. You betcha. I'll eat that.
Stop trying to get you betcha. It's not. It's like Mean Girls. You betcha it's not going to happen, Allyson. Stop trying to make you betcha happen. It's not going to happen. With playing Guess the Tweets, if you would like to get involved, there's 2 ways to do so. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Make your guess that way. Mindy Kaling tweeted blank. are my blank 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 are my 3 favorite words in the English language. Blank blank
Ooh.
blank are my 3 favorite words in the English language. But what are the 3 words that Mandy Kaling is talking about? What were your 3 words? You betcha. You betcha.
You betcha. More fries, please. That would
Oh,
be.
that's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
More chips, more crisps, please. More.
Anything food related. You sound
More,
like
please.
Oliver.
Can I have some more, please, sir?
Mindy
I'm not starving. I just want some more.
More. Mindy Kaling said, blank, blank, blank are my 3 favourite words in the English language. Mine would be Allyson June Smith.
Oh, get out. I love you,
Yeah.
Hayley. Come on.
Hey, stop it.
You're
But
getting
what
loads of peanuts from me.
What are Mandy Kaling's 3 favourite words? She said, I love this one. Mandy Kaling said, featuring Jean Paul are my 3 favourite words in the English language. He's under Jean de Paul on every record going,
It
isn't
is
he?
true. It is true. He's everywhere.
Featuring Jean Paul. But there we go. We are playing Guess the Tweets. We'll do one more. Let me have a little look and see which one.
Choose which
Oh,
one
here
you
we go.
want.
I'm going to choose which one I want and see which if you want to take part in this. James Blunt, musician in UK. You're Beautiful. That was his big standout single. Very, very funny man on Twitter. And he said, during lockdown, while many other artists are doing blank, I thought I'd do you all a favour and not. During lockdown, while many other artists are doing blank, I thought I'd do you all a favour and not. What do you think James Blunt said? Very self-deprecating.
Oh, well, they are doing TikToks.
That could be, couldn't it?
TikToks? Well, they're
Did
doing
you ever
TikToks.
succumb? Did you ever succumb to TikTok, Allyson?
I have not succumbed to TikTok. I know I probably should as an entertainer with very, but I have not. Have you started TikToking?
I did, and I felt embarrassed for myself, and I deleted it straight away.
Yeah,
I was on there, and I was like, no,
stop.
this is...
Yeah,
I need
it's
to stop.
weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't. It's not. I wouldn't do it right. I'd feel like I was doing it wrong. So I have not gotten into the world of TikToking to TikTok. But I feel during lockdown, people, TikTok dances were the big thing, right? Everyone wanted to learn a new TikTok dance would come out. You'd learn the TikTok dance. So that's why I'm like, TikTok dance. Let's even put TikTok dances.
Okay, we're playing Guess the Celebrity Tweet. This is the last one for this section of the game. If you would like to make a guess, we'll just tell you what the question was, and then I'll reiterate how you can get involved. So James Blunt, musician from the UK, he tweeted, during lockdown, while many other artists are blank, I thought I'd do you all a favour and not. But what did James Blunt avoid doing? If you would like to make a guess at what was the missing words in the tweet, what was? I can't even speak English. I'm talking like I'm in a Dickens novel. What were the missing words? Then get involved. The command to give to your device if you're watching us on an Echo show is the word say followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your guess in there. James Blunt, I'll tell you one more time before we move on to the second section of the show. James Blunt tweeted, during lockdown, while many other artists are doing blank, I thought I'd do you all a favour and not. I can tell you that James Blunt said, during lockdown, while many other artists are doing mini concerts from home, I thought I'd do you all a favour and not. Bless him. Very self-deprecating as our James Blunt. Very funny man on Twitter. I like he responds. People give him a lot of grief for a song that he had out called You're Beautiful. It got very overplayed here in the UK. And he's very funny. So when people aren't very nice to him online, he's very funny in his responses. So if you don't follow him, then do, because he gets some amusement. In fact, maybe one day producer Will, this is a little note to him, maybe we could do a feature on James Blunt's tweets, because he's very, very funny. But earlier in the show,
they're
Allyson,
beautiful, if you will. His tweets are beautiful.
No.
That song also was very big in North America, just so you know, in Canada. In fact, that song was really big when I lived in Vancouver for a period of time. And my next door neighbors were friends of mine, Jason and Erica. And Jay, one morning, sent me a text saying, can you just play something other than James Blunt, You're Beautiful? Because I guess I had it on repeat, and my bedroom was right beside their bedroom. So when I'd be getting ready, I listened to it a lot as an affirmation. And after a while, he was like, please, no more. It's all I can hear.
I love the way that you're really listening to that. You're beautiful. And just
looking
like
at myself in the
looking
mirror.
at myself.
You got this. You got this, girl. Yeah. He's like, please
Oh,
stop.
yeah, please, Allyson. And it's funny how that you moved out and they no longer contact you anymore. But anyway,
No.
you have to do them shout outs on the radio to get in touch.
Hey,
This is
Jay,
the-
hey, Erica, I don't listen to it anymore. I've moved on. Please call me.
This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We're here till 8 a.m. If you would like to say hello this morning, get involved with the show. There's two ways on Backchannel. We're the only place you can listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. If you're watching us on an Echo show and can see our tired, weary eyes, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone and you can get involved with the show that way. Earlier on in the show, we talked about the news stories that took our attention from around the world. And there was a news story about a scuba diving pizza boy. Of course there was, because we now live in a cartoon. But we want to talk about now, we're going to do a feature on the show about the weirdest top 10 weirdest jobs in the world. There's been an article in the undercoverrecruiter.com about the weirdest jobs in the world. And listen to this, Allyson, at number 10 on the list. Did you know this is a job, and me and you would love this, as a professional sleeper?
Could you imagine getting paid to sleep?
Well, some jobs I have, actually. They don't know about it yet. But
Exactly.
I really,
I've been doing
really
that for
have.
years. What are you talking about? I'm sleeping right now.
But yeah, in a hotel in Finland.
Of
hired
course
a
it's
member
Finland.
of-
Of course
yeah,
it's
I
Finland.
love
They always
them.
have the greatest jobs in
They
life.
do.
Yeah.
But yeah, they hired a member of staff as a professional sleeper to test the comfort of their beds. And the individual sleeps in a different one of the hotel beds each night. It's like Goldilocks, isn't it? Each night. And then they write a review about the satisfaction of the bed in each one. What a job. Just getting paid to sleep.
Oh, that's an amazing
I could sleep
job.
on a washing line if it meant I had 8 hours. Like, I would sleep. Maybe it's
Anywhere.
not the job for me. Literally
Yeah.
anywhere. So I'd be like, oh, it's 10 out of 10, that washing line. Really great. Have a child and never sleep anymore. But yeah, have you had any unusual jobs in your time? I guess we're stand-up comics. That's considered an unusual job to some people. But have you had anything weirder than that?
I'm trying to think of what my weirdest jobs would be. I don't think I've had any. Oh, yeah. Okay. One Christmas. So as Hayley and I are both comedians, sometimes we get hired to do weird kind of gigs. My gig was, I was hired by a company named Kijiji, which is very much like Gumtree or Craigslist, or like it was one of these places where you would put used products on and they'd sell it. And Kijiji paid me for that whole month of December to go around, and I was kind of like the Kijiji representative, and I would do newspaper or TV interviews, and they really wanted to push the idea, which is why I'm a big fan of regifting or reusing things that you already have, and why they're like, this site is so good because you could, after Christmas on sites like Kijiji and Craigslist, there's a big influx because people are trying to get rid or sell the presents that they got that they didn't like. So Kijiji was like, we want to turn the idea about this around, that regifting is fine, regifting is good, which is why I'm a big regifter now. So that was the weirdest job I ever had, getting paid to tell people to regift their old junk.
And you do that for free, usually.
I do it for free now. They
If
put it
anything,
within
you
me.
ram it down my neck all the time. Are you still working for Kijiji?
You betcha.
Hey, she's trying to get the word "you betcha" happening. It's not going to happen.
She
It's
will
like
not
Mean
do it.
Girls.
Yeah.
But there's so many weird jobs out there, and
so many.
and so many brilliant jobs that we don't know about. At number 8 on the list, a full-time Netflix viewer. You can get paid to watch TV all day, and we do it for free. One lucky employee Netflix has hired someone to watch all of their content before it's available to the public, and their role is to review and assign each program its correct tag, which is what helps us when we're watching things based on what we're after. So it might be like a romantic crime or a classic literature or things like that. And they just get to watch it and just go, oh, that's a comedy or that's that. Getting paid to watch TV all day. Just brilliant. But there's some very, very odd jobs on there. In number 7, there's one called a train pusher. Now, don't worry, it's not pushing people in front of them. This job is in Japan. So there, people are hired to help cram as many people onto a train as possible by pushing them from the outside until the doors will close. Listen, you
have you ever seen this? Have you seen this in a video?
Footage of
they
this.
have big sticks and they push people with the sticks. They don't poke people, but they literally smush them in like sardines in a can because there's so many people that they have to Oh God, could you imagine? That's
And that's someone's job title. They're a train pusher. They get paid to push you on a train. I can't. Do you know what? I have an uncomfortable journey if someone is sat next to me eating tuna butty. So imagine what's. Do you know what? I was on a train once. This is the worst one ever. And it was a busy train, and a man sat next to me, and he started eating pistachio nuts, right? And he's cracking these nuts open. Bits of the shell were landing on me. And he did that for the whole journey. Just like I was covered in pistachio nut shells. So vile. Don't eat pistachios on a train.
no,
Anyway.
or boiled eggs. Anyway, moving
Boiled
on.
eggs or tuna sandwiches.
That's what I'm just saying. Yeah,
Just
polite.
saying. We're talking about the weirdest jobs ever. There's an article on undercoverrecruiter.com about the weirdest jobs ever. And we've talked about this before because at number 4 on the list is a dog food taster. I remember seeing a documentary about this man. Of course, it was a documentary about this man. And his job was to test dog food. So like tinned meats and dog biscuits, and they taste it for flavour and texture. I mean, imagine if that was your husband or your partner. And they're coming home from work and they just imagine them just stinking like pedigree chum or another brand of dog food. It's not what you want, is it?
No.
It's not alluring. Get a little collar for them. But what if you've had a weird job and you'd like to tell us about it, then do. We'd love to hear from you. There's 2 ways to get in touch on Backchannel this morning, and as always on Backchannel throughout the day. We have shows here all day. If you are watching on an Echo show and can see myself and Allyson, the pillar creases on Allison's forehead, because it's only just 5 o'clock there in Canada where she is today. The command to get in touch is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Tell us about your weird jobs. Tell us where you are in the morning. Tell us what you are up to for the rest of the day. You can tell us whatever you like within reason. We're a breakfast show. We can choose not to read it out if it's inappropriate. But do get in touch though, because we do love to hear from you. If you're listening on an audio only Echo, you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone. It is as easy as that. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type it in the comments below and we will see it. You can get in touch that way. And at number 3 on the weirdest jobs list.
I was going to say, you've got to bring this one up. This is
well, tell us, Allyson, what number 3 is in the weirdest jobs of all time.
Number 3 is an odor judge. So, in order to test the effectiveness of new products, odor judges are hired to smell volunteers' breath, feet, and armpits. They make sure their judgment is accurate. The members of staff have their sense of smell tested monthly. Let's hope those products are doing their tricks. Yeah. So they do like like anything when you have a sticky parts of your body. I would vomit. Yeah.
I wonder how much they get paid. I wonder what their annual income is for someone who's an odor judge. If I'm an odor judge on public transport, I will.
I do it for free. I do it for free. Yeah.
When someone sits next to you on public transport, we're all odor judges. Use a roll-on, doesn't take much. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to know how much. Is there a price limit on how much you'd do that job for?
I wonder. Like every day, you have to go in every day and smell people's feet.
Smell Brian's breath, who's had like 10 coffees in the office of a morning. Like,
okay, I had coffee and sardines. Can you smell it?
But I'll give you $100,000 a month. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I am up for smelling Brian's feet. Let's do this. Give me those Parmesan smelling beauties.
Oh, don't say Parmesan first thing in the morning. Just saying the word makes me feel ill. But yeah, that you're an odor judge. Listen, people are going to be listening to this going, I wonder how I get that job. I think job application forms are ridiculous though. Like, and it's been spoken about before and stuff, but I was looking online at certain jobs when the old COVID took hits, and a lot of us were told to retrain in the UK because myself and Allyson were stand-up comedians. They were like, you need to get another job. It's not a feasible job anymore. And I was having a little looky online, and there was a pet shop near me, and I was like, oh, I love animals. Let's see what this pet shop. And one of the questions was like, if you were an animal for the day, what animal would you be? And I'm like, I'm just selling pet food. Like, I'm just literally selling. Why have I got to now all of a sudden pretend that I'm an animal?
Sloth. I'm real tired. I'm a sloth.
There's no good answer to that, because if you say dog, you're unoriginal. Like, or chameleon, like, I mean, just ridiculous.
It's hard. I wouldn't know what to say. No, I would not know.
I said a cat because I just go wherever I like, and I hate people, and I didn't get the job. Anyway, there we are. If you have had an unusual job, get involved this morning. The reason we're talking about unusual jobs is because we read a news article out earlier in the show about a scuba diving pizza man. Of course there is, because soon we will all be living underwater if we carry on the way we are. Good morning. But if you've had an unusual job and you'd like to tell us about it, then do so. Get involved with the show. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved with the show that way. It's as easy as that, Allyson.
Easy peasy, guys. You can just be a part of it. We want to hear from you. We love hearing from you. It keeps us awake.
Allyson is very tired this morning. It's Monday morning. Alyson's currently in Canada, which is where she resides from. She usually lives in the UK. She's visiting parents over the festive period, and she's got to do the show a lot earlier than what I'm doing the show here in the UK.
5:28 a.m. where I am, everyone. 5:28 a.m. and my parents went to bed 10 minutes ago. No, I'm kidding.
No, they never.
They didn't. Haley
Alyson's
got really excited. Did they really? No.
I love her. We've done a little jingle, by the way. If you've just joined us, I want to play it again because Alyson's lovely mum is Vicky. Is she in her 80s, Vicky?
Vicky is 75 right now. So she's
75. She's a real boomer. And I said to Allyson, get Vicky to record some jingles for the show. And she did. And halfway through, so she says it's the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will. She forgot that producer Will was a producer and was about to say the word professor. But we thought, you know what? It's a funny little jingle. Let's create it for the show. So producer Will did so. Will, can you play the jingle?
Professor Will, hit it.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
Love her. That was Allyson June Smith's mum there. I'm going to visit my mum later. Shall I get her to do one?
Do a jingle. We should all get our mums to do a jingle that we could play. My mum's,
she's not radio friendly. She's very, very quiet and got a very high pitched voice. It just wouldn't be fun. There'd be loads of dogs sort of like listening, going, "Who's that?" Welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show. Or what? Why she sucked helium before she's done it? She hasn't. It's just how she talks. But I'll get her to do one later on.
I think it'd be fun. And will you get your mom to do one too eventually? I would love it if we all had our moms doing
to work for free.
And then eventually people that you can start sending in your moms talking about the Hayley and Allyson. It'll be a thing. It's a
thing. It is a thing. We'll make it a thing. But listen, now it is time for our true or false section of the game.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Myself and Allyson go head to head in a game of true or false, which is competitive because I make it that way. I hate to lose. I hate any form of the idea of me losing. So this is fun. Get involved. We would love you to play this game. If you guess correctly any one of these answers, Allyson June Smith will write a song for you for the new year. All you're going to do is you can pick whatever words you wanted to put in the song. It's as easy as that. Throw them in. So listen, make a guess. It's free to do so. We'd love you to get involved. I need your help to win. Otherwise, I'm in a bad mood for the rest of the day. Really am.
She really is, everyone.
I really
you have
am.
no idea.
All you need to say is true or false. If you're watching us on an Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by true or false. Or if you know a fact about it, let us know that. Or go to backchannel.tv. If you're on your phone, you can type your answer in there, true or false. That way, get involved with the show. So, Allyson, did you win? No, you won Friday. So would you like to go first or second?
I'll start it off. Do you want to ask me a question? You ask me a true or false question. We'll start it that way. And again, Hayley is very good at this. So please do help me, everyone. Tim and Chanel out there. I know. Give me some help. All right, Hayley, let's do this. True or false?
True or false? Allyson, Miley Cyrus's real name is Destiny Hope. But is that true or is it false? Miley Cyrus's real name is Destiny Hope. True or false?
I could see Billy Ray naming his daughter Destiny Hope. Destiny Hope is my daughter's name. I'm going to say true. I believe that Miley Cyrus's real name is Destiny Hope. True.
If you think you know the answer at home, or if you are Miley Cyrus listening, then get involved. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever. I can't even get my words out this morning, Allyson. It's not even as early as you. Listen, I'll say that again. If you are listening or watching on an Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by true or false. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in there. And while you're there, why not hit the leave a review button? Maybe don't say, Hayley can't string a sentence together. Why is she still talking? I don't know. It's far too early.
Allyson yawns a lot and tries
Allyson
to hide it by
yawns a lot,
putting
yeah.
her face off screen.
I keep thinking, why is Allyson disappearing off screen? It's because she's
Because
yawning.
I had a little yawny. Yeah.
Hayley and Allyson, why aren't you on mainstream television? We don't know. We don't know. Miley Cyrus's real name is Destiny Hope. Is that true or false? Allyson said true. Kind of feel it is true.
Yeah,
She's
I
called
could
Destiny
see that.
Hope.
Destiny Hope.
No wonder she changed it. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Miley Cyrus. There's Destiny Hope on a wrecking ball. There she is.
I tell you what, she doesn't get on public transport on that wrecking. How are you going to get that wrecking ball on a plane? Myri.
Destiny
Allyson.
Hope.
There we go. We're playing true or false there. If you've just joined us, Allyson, give me a question, please.
All right, here we go. Is this true or false, Hayley? 39% of the world's forests are in Canada.
No.
Is that true or is it false that 39% of the world's forests are in Canada?
Now, Allyson is smiling because you may not have mentioned it. She hasn't mentioned it in the past 2 minutes, actually. Allyson is Canadian, if you didn't know. If you didn't know, how didn't you know? Because she literally says it every minute of the show. But the question is, 39% of the world's forests are in Canada. Do you know the answer to this, Allyson?
I don't, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't. I mean, I know we have a lot of land and we have a lot of forests and we have less people. So we have a lot of land mass with I'm sure a lot of land that is not being lived on by humans and stomped on and cut down. So, I mean, I don't know this I didn't know until now. But yeah, true or false, 39% of the world's forests are in Canada. What do you think, Dan? Tim has jumped in. Yeah,
Tim has got in touch and Tim says that sounds true. And thank you, Tim, because I'm going to go true because I was asking Allyson for a reason to try and get some clues out of her and she gladly told me. So Tim says true. I think true. Let's go true. 39% of the world's forests are in Canada. True. Allyson, what is the answer?
Listen, Tim, I don't want you to be put off. I want you to keep going on. Although, unfortunately, it is false.
Oh, Allyson.
Yeah. It doesn't say where Producer Will, can we find out where most of the world's forests are?
It doesn't matter with loss. Listen, Tim, thank you anyway. I was going to say true anyway, Tim.
I love that you're like, it doesn't even matter what the answer is. It's not the answer I gave, so it doesn't matter.
I've moved on. We're playing true or false. Like Tim, if you would like to get involved with the show, there's 2 ways to do so. If you're watching on an Echo show, use the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. We're playing competitive true or false. Allyson is winning 1-0 at the moment. Get involved. Producer Will says the Russia, that's where has the most.
It's where most of the forests. Oh, look at that.
I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years.
No,
Allyson,
me neither. Yes,
the
I'm ready.
Canary Islands are named after birds, but is that true or is that false? It's easy, that. I'm annoyed you've got an easy question.
But you don't. Look, it's not easy because it could be a trick question. Because my first instinct, right? Everyone goes, oh, Canary Islands. Yeah, named after canaries. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's not why the island is named that.
The Canary Islands are named after birds. If you would like to make a guess, then get involved with the show. The command to give to your device is the word say or go to backchannel.tv. What are you thinking on this one, Tim, if you're still with us?
I know,
the Canary
Tim, I'm
Islands.
a second guesser, so I'm nervous. I don't know what to I feel like it's too easy to just say true. It's named after birds. I mean, I'm going to say...
It's really frustrating because I do genuinely know the answer to this. But
I'm
glad
going to say
you got the
false.
question.
I'm saying false. I don't think it is named after birds. I'm going with false. I'm just seeing if anyone else chips in. No, I'm going false. I feel like it's a trickster question. Yeah.
The trickster. Why'd you turn into Sean Connery when you say the word trickster?
It's a trickster question.
Yeah, it is false. It's false. It's very well known fact, that, Allyson. Very well known.
Okay, all right.
Some would say very easy.
She won't even let me celebrate my wins, everyone. She's like, oh, yeah, all right. Well, I definitely should know that. Okay, yeah, so.
Give me a question. Let's go.
Okay, Hayley, let's do this. Selena Gomez collects rare crystals and has over 200 items in her collection. Is that true or false? That Selena Gomez collects rare crystals and has over 200 items in her collection.
No. I have no idea. Selena, if you are listening to the show and aren't busy collecting crystals at this moment in time, let us know. Command to give to your device is the word say.
To be fair, that's why she dated Justin Bieber. She mistaken him for a giant opal.
Here she goes, Allyson.
Nothing. I don't get anything. You guys, come on. I was going to say amethyst, but I thought opal was better, but still.
Yeah. Allyson,
Hey,
geez.
guys, come on. You betcha. That's good. All
You
right, Hayley,
betcha.
what do you think? Does Selena Gomez collect rare crystals? And she has over 200 items in her collection. True or false?
She could do. I mean, she's a celebrity. They have money to spare. Instead, she might go,
Collect
look, and I
whatever they
own
want.
everything I know. I mean, no, I can't see it, though. Oh, I don't know. False.
Yep. And this is what happens when you trust your gut. Correct. It is false, Hayley. She does not collect crystals. Selena Gomez is busy. She doesn't have time to collect crystals. She doesn't have time. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, Tim said, I think it's a trick question too. Thank you, Tim, for getting involved. Allyson, bear with me 2 seconds, everyone. I'm just having a few technical problems here, so I'm just going to refresh my screen. If you could talk about Selena Gomez for a second, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Additionally, Ali, do you have any weird collections? If you were to collect something, what would you collect?
Oh yeah, I do actually collect. I collect little miniature camels. When I went to Dubai, they had these cute little sparkly camels, and now I'm obsessed with collecting little sparkly camels.
Is that true, Ali?
Yes.
Camels.
Camels.
I don't believe you.
If I was home, I would take a picture right now, but I will find a picture. I collect.
Hey, don't question her, Will, otherwise she'll get the hump.
Hey.
We're here till 8 a.m. Thanks, producer Will. There just has a few problems. We're playing competitive true or false. Thank you, Tim, for getting involved with the show this morning. If you would like to get involved, make a guess. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by a guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. I can see Doug has joined us this morning.
Good morning. Hey, glad you're here, Doug, because I'm not doing very well on true and false. And I have a sneaking suspicion that Tim really likes Hayley because he's really helping Hayley. And it's just like, you're on your own, Smith. You're on your own, Allyson.
Tim, you are my current favorite.
Doug, I'm glad you're here. Help me out, Doug. Help
Team
me out.
Hayley and Tim for the win. Here we go. So, Allyson, every giant panda around the world is the property of the government of China. Is that true or is it false? I will say it again. Mm-hmm. Every giant panda around the world is the property of the government of China. True or false? What we say in AJ Smith?
Yeah, Doug, I was thinking that too. Doug and I, we're kind of going towards true. And I believe that because they are endangered, I believe. So I think they do technically, they are owned. It's like the queen is swans. Swans are the queen's bird. Pandas are China's animal. So yes, I'm going to say the government does own all the pandas around the world. I'm with you, Doug. True. We are going with true.
Well, Allyson, both you and Doug are completely correct. That is true. Every giant panda around the world is the property of the government of China. So if you do find one, hand it back. There we go.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
Right, let's do one more question, myself and Tim. Tim, I hope you're still with me. We need to get this right.
Okay.
By the way, Tim, I'm doing a pub quiz tomorrow night in the UK and England. If you want to fly across, help me out for it. There's a £50 bar prize.
That'll pay for the flight, right? Okay, true or false, Hayley and Tim? No countries in the world have the color purple in their flags. Oh, isn't that interesting? Oh, is that true or false? No, look at me. Isn't that it? It's not. We don't know if it's a fact yet, Allyson. Don't get too excited. No countries in the world have the color purple in their flags. Is that true or is that false?
Now, okay, I'm going to go false initially. I'm not tying into that answer. I'm just thinking
you're
out
allowed
loud.
to think. Yeah, have your process.
Like Ed Sheeran, we're thinking out loud. Because I've never seen a flag with the colour purple in, or have I? And I've just blocked it out. I know about 3 flags. I'm not really good on flags. Are you?
No, certainly not. Certainly.
Listen,
the only one I know is Scotland because there's a unicorn. No, that's not a flag though. Their flag is blue and white.
Blue and white, blue and white is the Scottish flag. But is the colour purple on a flag? Doug said it's false. Yes, Doug. Doug has said it's false. So the question was, if you would like to make a guess, by the way, like Doug and Tim have been making this morning, then get involved. There's 2 ways to get in touch on Backchannel. We're the only place you can interact with your host via your device. If you are watching on an Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in there. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type it in the comments below and we will see that there. So the question was, true or false? And no countries in the world have the colour purple in their flags. Doug says it's false. I was going to say that was true, but I'm going to go with Doug now. I'm going to go false. False, Allyson.
Okay, that's your final answer?
Yes.
And I think we've learned it's always best to trust Doug. That is correct. False is the correct answer. Well done, Doug. You saved Hayley.
Thank you, Doug.
Well
listen, if you and Tim want to fly across Wednesday night, there's a pub called in the UK in Manchester called the Old Oak. They do a pub quiz, right? You can win 50 quid worth of drinks. So that's like 1 bottle of beer for us each. You have to pay for your own flights, so I'm not paying for the flights.
I mean,
and you will have to quarantine when you get here, so you'll probably miss it. But the offer's there.
It's there. It's there. Yeah, false. Well done. Look at that.
So what's the score then, Allyson? Have we drawn today?
Did you get 3 right, or did you just get 2 right, Hayley?
I think I got 3 right. I don't know. Actually, I've completely lost count. What year is it? It's 2022.
I have 2-3 here for me, but if you think you got 3 right, I'll
that's fine. If you want to put that down, and you can take the win. Tim said he thought that was false as well. Thanks, Tim. Thank you, Tim and Doug, for taking part in that. Like I say, there's loads of ways to get in touch with us here on Backchannel. Do so. Now, because Tim and Doug made guesses, I give Allyson the task of writing a song, right? Allison's quite the songwriter. She's the Paul McCartney of Backchannel. So what we do is we like to give her a few words to put in that song. So Doug, if you'd like to suggest 2 words you'd like Allyson to put in this song. Tim, if you'd like to suggest 2 random words as well. And what Allyson will do is the random words that Tim and Doug give us, if you want to take part, of course, Allyson will put them in a song for you. So we'll just wait for you. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone, type your words in there. Producer Will, can you just pop on and back again? Sorry, I'm having a few technical issues this morning. Don't know why. I got a new computer for Christmas. What's happening?
Don't like you.
She's out.
So?
She's just, I'm done.
Doug said, I like true or false. I like true or false as well, Doug, because it's a really easy part of the show for me to prep.
Yeah, I know. And it's the easiest game to get involved with. So I'm going to say, to start off, let's do words. Let's put the words true and false. How about true and false? Are those the first 2 words we can put in there?
Yep.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
True.
The names Doug and Tim, I think, should be in the song.
Doug and Tim. No, that's technically 4 words. Can I build on that?
Well, no. You can.
Are there any other words, Doug or Tim, that you want me to add in? Let's.
And
Allyson takes her songwriting very seriously.
She does. I mean, a little bit too serious. It's just a little joke. It's not going to get an Emmy or whatever it is.
Do you know what?
So, listen, thanks, Will. If you've got any words you'd like Allyson to put in the song, Tim or Doug, because you got questions right on true or false, you can do that. Let us know now. You've got a couple of seconds before Allyson starts hitting the paper.
I don't know where producer Will went, because he's got to be here while I write this song. So,
all right, Allyson. All right. Listen, she makes out she's Elton John. Have you heard her?
No, I'm just saying.
Also, Tim or Doug, if you'd like to choose words that are really hard to rhyme, that'd be amusing for me.
Hayley likes to throw in words like orange. That's her favorite. She actually, when we started this little impromptu Allyson's writing a song, she never asked me. It just started. And then she also, the first day, she Googled impossible songs to rhyme with, which is now, she likes to throw it in. Orange is very hard to rhyme with, everyone. It's very hard to rhyme with.
It is. So the words so far, we've got Tom. We've got Tim and Doug. It was like an amalgamation of the 2 names, Tim and Doug. Tim and Doug, and true or false. They're the 4 words we've got so far. We'll give you another second or so to get one in, and if not, we'll just start. You can start your writing. Producer Will, if you want to hop back on a second while Alyson's just cracking on with that. Do I look okay? Sorry, I'm having a few computer issues this morning. I do apologise. Do I look okay your side?
You look gorgeous, Hayley. You look radiant. You look beautiful.
All right. You look sarcastic, Will.
Oh, not me.
What your plans for the rest of the day, by the way? Today,
I'm
this
planning
Monday.
a cracking game for tomorrow's show.
What's the game?
All about, it's more, I'm going through a bit of it's celebrity tweets from last year.
Brilliant.
Like outstanding celebrity Twitter moments from last year. And I'm going to make it into a little game.
Cher's got to be on there. Cher's tweets are like cats just run across his keyboard.
I think you're a bit of a Cher fangirl, aren't you?
I love Cher.
She loves an emoji.
What's not to love about Cher? She's like in her 70s. Like she sings, she dances. I watched her in concert. Well, at one point she come on stage on the back of an animatronic elephant. Oh, Allyson. Tim has got in 2 words. What we want is the words honey and cabbage in the song. That was really easy. As we all know, all the great songs have the words honey and cabbage in. So if you could fit them in, that would be great. Doug has said Happy New Year to Hayley and Allyson. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Doug.
Allyson, crack on with the song.
Yeah,
Look thrilled by the introduction of those words, Ali.
Honey and cabbage. Tim, that's brilliant. Thank you. I love giving Allyson difficult words.
And then also today, I need to have a very important meeting with my bosses, and then I have to go and buy coffee and toothpaste. So riveting day lined up for me.
Do you know what? I'm glad I asked you because this is the hot content that people have tuned in for.
I'm telling you, people think that the life of a live stream producer isn't like interesting or like rock and roll, but let me tell you, you'd be sadly mistaken.
I can tell you, since you mentioned that you're going to buy toothpaste and coffee, 2 people have dropped offline.
Yeah, to go and buy toothpaste and coffee. That's what.
Okay, well, okay. Today
You're free.
I'm free. So I've had corona, so I've been in isolation. So it's going to be like the scene in the Shawshank Redemption later. I'm going to go out the house. I'm not going out the house in 10 days. I'm going to go out the house like, so I'm so excited. I'm going to film myself skipping down the road. You can play it on tomorrow's show. I'm going to see my mum because I've not seen my mum all over the Christmas period. So I say I'm going to see it to see her and see how she is, but I'm going there for my Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had them yet. So that'll be a nice little day out. I'm going to take my daughter there. She's not seen her. Oh, I'll tell you a funny story. So I actually put this on my Twitter the other day because this is a funny thing that actually happened. So my daughter likes to dance to a song called the Venga Boys. You might have heard of it. It's a very 90s tune. It's very cheesy. And basically, so I speak to my mum on FaceTime because she doesn't get to see us. She lives in North Wales in the UK, but it's a bit of a drive from me. So I FaceTime and she speaks to my daughter a lot through FaceTime. Anyway, my daughter likes to dance to this Venga Boys song. So I said the words, and I can't say it now because it'll happen in your homes.
The name of your device.
I said the name of your device that begins with an A. And I said, play the Venga Boys. So I could show my mum on FaceTime. But my mum has also got a device in her house. Of course she has. We all have. That's what we're listening to this show on and we're watching this show on. And my mum's device went off and charged her £2 for the song. Love it.
Venga Boys song.
And she was so the Venga Boys, your first purchase of 2022 is from Pauline, and she was livid at me. She's really funny.
I mean, there are worse songs or worse artists to have your device accidentally buy.
It's a brilliant song. It's very fun,
Amazing.
But not something a 60-odd-year-old woman wants.
In
Allyson,
her music collection.
Yeah, how are you getting on with this song there? So Allyson, Allyson is, like I say, she's the Ed Sheeran of Backchannel in the way that we've asked her to write a song in an unreasonable amount of time. Doug and Tim took part in our True or False game today, so we asked them to give us words to put in a song. We're going to use the words Tim, Doug, true and false, and honey and cabbage. And Allyson has to get them into a song. I'm sure it's going to be a classic. I'm sure it's going to be like, an absolute... It's going to get nominated, maybe. Oscar-worthy song. I mean, she's taking it seriously. Oh, sorry, Will, yeah.
They've renamed their device. So instead of using... Because they want to talk about her whilst she's in the room, their device. But they don't want to say it because she's, working. So they call her Eliza from Hamilton.
Ah.
They're just giving her a different name. So, yeah.
Don't stop, but Hamilton in my head. I'm going to be singing that all day now. Ali, how are you getting on?
One more second.
Okay. I mean, this best be good because this is dead air.
I think we've had some cracking songs. I really need, at some point when I've got some time, I'm going to make a compilation of all of Ali's songs just so we can listen to it.
Yeah, maybe we can get them on your device and then you could go, do you know what? I really want to listen to that Honey and Cabbage song again. said no one ever.
I mean,
Alison-
why
All
wouldn't
right.
you? Why wouldn't you
Why-
want to listen to
why
this
wouldn't
hit
you?
musical?
All right, this one's
Right, so Alison has been given the challenge to write a song, thanks Will, featuring the words, because Tim and Doug both got questions right in our true or false game today. So the words are Tim, Doug, true, false, and the words honey and cabbage that Tim gave us. So Alison, take it away. I'm sure it's going to be brilliant.
oh, this might be a wordy one. Okay, get ready, everyone. And I write the tune as we go, so I gotta find it. Every day we play a game where things are false or true, and we learn information that is new. Today the game involved Tim and Doug. Hayley won, and if she could, she'd give you a hug. The words I had to use were cabbage and honey, and somehow I did it, so give me the money.
Well, brilliant, Alison. We won't ask you to sing it again, ever. But thank you, Tim. Doug, I hope you enjoyed it.
There's your prize.
And what a prize it is. Money literally can't buy it because no one would spend money on it. But thank you, Alison. Listen, that's the end of the show. Coming up next is Liv Harrison. So do stick around and listen to and watch the Liv Harrison show. She's fantastic. We've got shows here all day on Backchannel, so you can dip in and out throughout the day. And there's the shows here all day. If you'd like to leave us a review, go to backchannel.tv. Click the leave a review button. Let us know what you think of the skills on your Alexa and what you think of the shows that are available. And we will be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Thank you for taking part today, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.
Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Tim and Doug.
Bye, Tim and Doug.